Hello, everyone. You're doing great. It's been a little bit of a crazy, wild weekend. We've had some weather here, and first they start. Oh, hang on. Turn off that sound over there. Anyway, on YouTube, um, they said we would get some snow, a little bit. Said we'd get ice. We did. Said we'd get rain. We did. Still raining. Anyway, we're here. It's nice and warm. Our electricity is still on. It's been off a little bit and then on and then off again. Anyway, we're here. We're happy. We're content. So, I want to share with you a new way of doing things. We're going to try. Um, I'm going to offer the videos as a class. It will be good for 1 week of ordering. So if you just want the cards that we're going to make, it's $30. And you're going to get 4 cards and a PDF. It will have the measurements, minimum, and a picture on it. And then you can watch the video to see how to put it together. But most of it's pretty easy. If you've seen any of my videos, you know I like simple, nice, easy to make cards. So we're going to do 4 because when you cut one 8.5 by 11, you get 4 card fronts, right? Or bases. So that's what the videos are going to start being. And if your order is $50, you're going to get this class for free. And so you know, if you've not heard yet, if you've been hiding somewhere, Stampin' Up started a product of the month. Last month it was paper, designer series paper. So this month it is a stamp set. I love the font. So we're going to play with that. We're going to make 4 cards. So if you spend $75 and order the product of the month for 5, so you'll still get this for free. All right, you come to watch me make some cards. Let's go ahead and get started. All right, share the screen. Oh, I'm always excited when it works right the first time. All right, here's the product of the month. Aren't those gorgeous? I just love them. All right, so I'm gonna have to use my hands for making, so watch the captions. All right, this is the new packaging as well. So it comes inside there, but obviously we've got it out to play with it. These are, let me grab a piece of paper, hang on. I can't even write. Five and a half, right? 8.5 scored at 4.25. I'm gonna try to remember to write that. We'll see how it goes. Remind me if I need it. All right. Let's just put that right here. Over there. Okay. And we're going to play with Country Woods pattern paper. And we're going to start with our first layer is 4 by 5 1/4. That. I have lots of scraps of the country wood, so we're gonna play with some scraps. 5 1/4. We'll make 2 with this base or layer, first layer, and 2 with the Misty Moonlight layer. How's that? Do all of our cutting first. All right, so we have our card bases. We have our first layers. Let's get some designer series paper. Oh, I forgot to bring some white over. Look at all of these little pieces and parts. Let's just use some of these up. I'm gonna go with that one. And strip. Actually, let's find some that are pretty similar. That is not part of country woods. That is country lace. No, should not be in here. Okay. Rethink. You guys are in the wrong one. There. Use that. Ooh, I like that dark. I like those. I like this whole pack of paper. It's one of my favorites. You can probably tell that because of all of these extra little pieces and parts in here. All right, so we're gonna save some of those. It's on the back of that. Okay. We'll use that one on a different piece. Sorry, I should have had this already laid out, but I didn't. All right, let's focus on one card first, and then we'll move to the next one. We're gonna do that one. Okay. All right. Let's do a strippy card. You know what a strippy card is? Actually, let's do it on the blue. Those yellows don't really excite me much, but it might excite some of you. Oh, let's need another one of those. All right, I know what I'm gonna do. Let's grab a piece of basic white. I've got some right here. Oh, and I should have brought another piece over. All right. We're going to layer them on this. So let's start with this. This piece is 3 3/4 by 5. That's not a cap. So we're going to do this down the side. Layer it right up there. Probably should have put my silicone mat underneath it. You saw me get all of these out of my scrap. So whatever size you have, you can repeat this very easily. A little bit. Great way to use your liquid glue. And get good and sticky fingers. All right. Yes, it's way bigger than the layer, but we're going to trim it. So while that is drying, and I've made a mess on the disc, oopsie. I keep my chamois in a salt saver, and it keeps it damp. Okay. So while this is drying, I'm going to lay it over to the side with all of its little scrappy friends. Actually, I'm going to lay it up here. Let's pull in this piece and cut it and do 3 3/4 by 5. All of the pieces and parts might not be exact like that one if you purchase this kit. I know I'm kind of bouncing a little bit, but I wanted that one to dry. So this is the 5.5 by 8.5 scored at 4 1/4. Let's add, I don't want um, twine. Don't have any handy. So let's use some of this. just put some of this around it. We'll kind of give it a nautical feel. That is too small for that, but tis what it is. And then we'll put our sentiment over that. All right, let's get our card bases. That one should be good and dry now. So we'll go back to that one. And then we'll do some stamping for our sentiments in just a second. One. Oh, okay. Take your snips. Right up against that layer, and then you trim all your little pieces and parts off. Perfect. Ooh, I like. All right, let's toss these in the recycle. And it's got a little sticky on there. Let's grab some more of that same ribbon. That is irregular weave trim. Use what you've got, what you like. There. I'm going to layer this on this piece. Hard base. So far, two very simple. Okay. Yeah. Go ahead and fold these while my mind is scheming of how to do the next ones. All right. So we know one of them is going to have this. One of them is going to have pool parties. Let's have one of them have a strip and a strip. Ooh, yes. And then we can reverse it on this one. I like. And what words? Okay. All right. So let's trim this at 5. Yep. And then we're going to trim this one at 5 for the other. Actually, I like it here. I'm going to trim it just a tad more and get a piece of basic white to do our 4 3/4. So we need right. Right. How is that? Oh, I can't read it sideways. Looks like it is 1 1/4. So let's make this be 1 1/2. Yep, lots of layers. And then this one, we're going to go, what is it? Let's make it be, let's do 3 1/2. So our white needs to be 4. Nope, 3 3/4. It's come out to 2 1/4. Yes. Okay. So 2 1/4. 5 5. This one needs to be 4 3/4. And this one is going to be our little short piece. Three and a half. Whoa, don't cut. That goes right there. So that's 3 1/2. So this goes 3 3/4 by 1 1/2. We just reversed them. Cool. All right. And now I will get a piece of basic white to stamp our sentiments on. Let's get these all glued down. Whew. Now you see how my mind works when I'm creating. And hopefully I'll get a little better and be a little more organized and have everything already measured and written out for next week. I know some people like to see the what I would call behind the scenes thought processes of how things are designed and carried out that way. Some people like the more clean, oh, she's already got it ready, let's go. So let me know in the comments, which way do you like it? And I'll grab some bling to go with this too. I love that paper. All right, no, we'll put our sentiment up on dimensionals. Could emboss that piece too. Too late, it's already attached. All of our little strippies together, all of our layers. That looks like it's not the same width, but it is. All right, let's go ahead and put this down. Remember, if you just want the cards, place a $30 order and I'll send you the cards, the material to make these 4 cards and a PDF with the measurements. If you want, ooh, wrong way. Let's start with this one. All of it, place a $50 order and it'll be free. If you want the stamp set, place a $75 order and you can add that to your order for 5. All right, what sentiments do we want to use? I know that I want a large one to go down here and I got a little sticky spot right there. Can do anything. Let's do that one. I'm going with the scripty ones, guys. Don't want to do sending love. Let's do happy birthday for sure. All right, I'm gonna do what I said all right, let me grab a big piece of white, just a second. That need to be. I like knowing how my stamps are arranged on this. So I'm gonna do the messy thing. And I'm using my Secret C because it was laying there and I love that color. I'm gonna ink all of these up. I should have run an eraser on them or um, this will give me an idea of where they all are. All right. Chamois. desk. Yay. That's going to go in the back of that. So I know, oh, clean it off. Come on. We don't want secret C on the back of our card bases where it's not supposed to be. This is the messy part of trying to get that cleaned up after you've stamped them with not using a block. Comes wasting. Okay, we're going to use Happy Birthday on for that one. Got a big block. And a piece of our basic white. The longer you let it set on the cardstock, the more it will absorb ink. Perfect. Love it. So do we, and then I want a smaller sentiment for, let's do a thank you. And you're on my mind. Let's do two of those. I have two people I want to send that to anyway. Okay, block. My friend always says to say your name is wonderful. And that gives you a little bit of positive affirmations or whatever that word is. Nice, nice. And a little block for the thank you. Oh, you're hanging off. That is a 4 by 5 1/4 sheet that I usually put on the inside, and it works perfect for 4 sentiments. All right, paper snips. Trim around it however you want. I'm going to go on one of the little ones. Go right there. Let me know what you think about this, and we'll see how we proceed. All right, you're going to go on that one. We need to find some bling. What bling do I want to use? So you could put these in a different die cut, or you can be just like this and cut them out however you want. or do it on a solid piece and then angle your sentiment. Sometimes I like cutting it out because it gives it an extra little, kind of like the word bubbles. And that one got a little close, but it's, oops, want that so harsh. There we go. Dimensionals. Two, three. All right. These little guys off. That one. What do you think about that font? Do you like that font on that product of the month stamp set? Remember, it can be yours with a $75 order. All right, now let's grab some bling, and we're just going to use this here because it's the faux bronze pentagons. It comes with another suite of product, but they're gorgeous. I like them. One here, two, three. They go with this paper really well. Come on, pick it up. All right. I'm still going to pop them right down there. Big one. There. All right, let me know what you think. How you like those cards? Try to clean up some of the distractions. Oh, here's our measurements. All right. Thank you for watching. Let me stop the screen share so I can clean up this mess too. Thank you for watching. I hope that you enjoyed the process of how my mind, it's like, ooh, figuring out. So next time we'll try to be a little bit more prepared and we'll go from there. All right. Remember, if you want these cards, it's $30 and you'll get enough material to make the 4, not the stamp set, and a PDF with the measurements. If you want it free, place a $50 order. And if you want this stamp set, because it's the product of the month for January, you need to order $75 and then add that for $5. All right. Let me know if you have any questions. Thank you for watching. I appreciate each and every one of you. If you just simply like the projects and you like how I come off, I don't know, sometimes it's by the seat of my pants. So just let me know, share, like, subscribe to the channel, and I will see you again next time. Thanks for watching. Bye for now.